Stop overpaying for cruise excursions. In 60 seconds, discover which $22,000 options actually deliver. Before you book, know this. The cheapest tour can show the exact same view as the priciest one. Stay for 5 real options, side by side. By the end, you'll know when to splurge and when to save. Have you ever booked a cruise excursion and thought, am I really getting my money's worth? Because here's the truth. On the same cruise port, one traveller might spend $20 for a local adventure, while another drops $2,000 for a private tour. And sometimes the cheaper option delivers the exact same view. In today's video, we're putting 5 cruise excursions in the same port head-to-head, from budget to bougie, to see which one gives you the best experience per dollar. By the end, you'll know exactly when to splurge and when to save on your next cruise vacation. Let's dive right in, literally. Our first stop, the Budget Traveler's Choice, a $20 local bus tour in Cozumel, Mexico. You hop off the ship, find a line of colourful local buses, and hand over a crisp $20 bill. For that, you get a 3-hour guided ride through downtown and beaches, a stop at a small tequila distillery, and maybe a photo op with iguanas or street performers. Sounds simple, right? But here's the shocker. Many cruisers say these low-cost tours are more authentic than the ones booked through the ship. Sure, you might ride without air conditioning, and yes, the commentary might be half English, half Spanish, but you'll spend just $6.50 per hour versus the ship's own City Highlights tour that costs triple for the same route. For travellers who want local flavour on a shoestring, this $20 option wins hands down in value per dollar. Next up, the mid-range crowd favourite, a $75 snorkeling excursion booked through a local vendor. For about the price of 2 cocktails on the ship, you'll get a short boat ride, gear included, and an hour exploring reefs teeming with tropical fish. Let's break that down. If you spend $75 and get 3 hours total, boat plus snorkel plus beach time, that's $25 per hour of fun. And you're swimming in turquoise waters that look straight out of a postcard. Now, here's where the value skyrockets. Some of these small group tours include unlimited drinks or beach access afterward. You could easily turn that $75 into a full-day experience. Compare that to a cruise line version of the same trip that can run $129 or $149 for the exact reef. You're paying for convenience, not for better coral. So for our comparison, the $75 snorkel trip, affordable, scenic, and full of Instagram moments, that's what I call smart spending. Now let's bump it up a notch, a $250 all-inclusive beach day pass. Imagine stepping off the ship and skipping the crowds entirely. Private lounge chairs, shaded cabanas, open bar, gourmet buffet, kayaks, everything included. If you spend 6 hours there, you're paying roughly $42 per hour. But that includes unlimited food and drinks that would easily cost $60 to $100 on the ship. Couples often say this is the perfect balance. Not too cheap, not over the top, but guaranteed comfort. Still, here's the trade-off. The more exclusive the resort, the fewer locals you'll meet, and the less authentic the experience feels. So if you're traveling with friends or family who want comfort without chaos, $250 can buy an incredible, stress-free port day. Alright, now we're stepping into luxury mode. For around $600, you can book a VIP adventure combo. Think speedboats, ziplining, and private island lunch all in one day. It's the adrenaline seeker's dream. You'll go from ocean to jungle in one trip. But here's the kicker. When you break it down, you're paying about $100 per hour of activity. That might sound steep, but you're getting a full cinematic experience. Private guides, 0 lines, no crowds, and 5-star service. For honeymooners, milestone birthdays, or anyone who wants to say, we went big this vacation, the $600 tier feels worth it. The memories last longer than the receipts. And finally, the Holy Cruise Grail, a 2,000 private yacht experience. You and up to 6 guests get your own yacht, a captain, chef, snorkeling gear, open bar, even a personal photographer. If you split that among 4 friends, that's $500 each. Still pricey, but suddenly not so wild for a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Let's be real, this isn't for every cruise. But imagine celebrating an anniversary or proposal with champagne on a private deck at sunset. That's an emotional value that money can't fully measure. Plus, when you compare it to what a typical ship excursion charges for a shared luxury catamaran, often $250 per person, 50 plus passengers on board, this 2,000 option is personal, peaceful, and unforgettable. So, what's the verdict? If you're counting pure value per dollar, the $75 snorkeling tour wins easily. High enjoyment, low cost, and no regrets. But if your focus is comfort and exclusivity, the $250 resort pass or $600 adventure package deliver the best overall balance. And that $2,000 private yacht, that's the dream tier. Not necessary, but unforgettable if you can swing it. The key is matching your excursion budget to your travel style. Don't just pick the most expensive, pick the most meaningful. So, what about you? Would you rather spend $20 exploring with locals or $2,000 sailing in luxury? Comment below with your answer. I'd love to know how you cruise. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, share it with a fellow cruiser, and don't forget to subscribe for more insider cruise tips and travel secrets. Only here on Forever Diverse Journeys. Before you head out, tap subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss our next cruise breakdown. Ready for your next adventure? Watch our 7 hidden cruise fees no one talks about video right here on screen. Thanks for sailing with Forever Diverse Journeys. See you in the next one.